In the last episode, oops, I shouldn't do that. I'm too used to using WASD to scroll around. In the last episode, we repelled the first waves of Triton attackers. So let's sortie without injured, and let's play Seven Kingdoms II The Triton Wars. We're not going to do much more unknown blessings here, because I believe we'll soon need our deity, and we will soon need all of her attention, basically. Yeah, could you all just go here? That'd be great. Also, why are you just standing there? Do something useful. I could actually... nope, I was about to send this guy back. Sometimes I tend to do that. Like, I try to send people back to their home fortresses so they can recover in time. And they just don't die. Very often I forget that, though. Or I just don't bother in the thick of the battle, because it's... I'm not a friend of micromanagement that much. Like, there are people who enjoy it, who like to really micromanage every bloody aspect of the battle. I'm not one of those people. And that's why I ended up not playing Sun Age anymore. Because it was just becoming too much of a hassle to micromanage everything. I mean, those troops were kind of stupid. And in the Steam forums they said, okay, we're trying to... we have deliberately done this, so players who manage like the firing range of your troops, of their troops, will be rewarded. But I believe that's kind of a rubbish decision. And I'm saying this out loud. Yeah, it's a rubbish decision. Right now I'm going with that because, well, screw it. This city is full, and I don't see a point in benefiting other cities. When you can, I believe, actually give any city more people, but there's no point in doing that. I mean, giving slave towns more people is just dumb, because, well, that means the Tritons get more money, and the same goes for giving enemy cities more population. And by the way, there are also cheats that increase the population of a city. Similar to what the Egyptian Greater Being can, just without actually having to build a temple and worship her for a long time. Okay, did you sort this out by now? Great. Let's check his military rating. Oh wow, he dropped about 100 points in what I consider a pretty short time. Okay. Look at this guy. Even this guy is a better leader than those veterans we started with. Although they have been picking up quite well. Gotta say that. I mean, look at those guys. They suck at leading. And this guy is a bloody rock, and he's good at leading. Reasonably competent at leading. I wouldn't say good, but you get what I'm saying here. You get where I'm going, right? Did I set up a countdown? Of course I did not. I hope I'm actually recording this. Okay. And more of that. Maybe I shouldn't have done the unknown blessing. Anyway, it's about time we take the battle to the enemy. I want my king to return at 60, because I believe this scenario might be lost when the king dies. Actually, no, that was another one. But... you wait here. No, I mean, everybody wait here. I'm going to attack them with both those squadrons here. And something I find a bit weird is that we didn't get any heroes. Like, you usually get heroes by this time when you've fought a few greater battles and you have a good Triton battling score. Which should be going through the roof, by the way. 59, that's not exactly through the roof. Or not as through the roof as I would expect, but I guess it's okay. Look at that! All the fiery arrows. I believe in the actual manual for the game, they gave those fancy names like the arrows of Ra or something. Also, you lost... No, not you. You lost somebody here. Get the hell back. Oh, you lost somebody to the disease. Okay, that doesn't count, but I still like you to have a full squad, so we'll dispatch one more of those guys into this 4. And I think we can actually... okay, we don't get those cities by default, which kind of sucks. But we can take them by siege anyway. Although those are cities that are of questionable worth in my opinion. 35 peasants isn't that much. I mean, I end up exhausting that pretty quick. Let's see, we have 401 and 287 it was on the side of the enemy. That's not that much. Also, I think we can kill this guy. We won't need his assistance any longer. I wouldn't say we needed his assistance in the first place, but I would say, okay, it's fine. You can... I would tell him to settle down in village or something. But I believe most of those people are bloody racists, so they would probably not be that welcoming to frighten in their midst. That's just my guess, but I'm fairly confident it's a good guess. I'm not sure if I want to attack... I want to attack this. And I would hope that there is a resource beyond, under this one. Under this alchemist tor. Also interesting that they call all towers tors here. And in German they were actually called towers. Or, well, yeah, towers, I believe. I'm not sure anymore. I haven't played the German version in about... actually over 10 years. Now I feel old. Yeah, I'm still not sure if this is actually our holy land. I mean, why would that be holy land? It looks like any wasteland you can find. I mean, granted, those places would make pretty good wine places, apparently. I've actually had a lecture a while ago. I didn't lecture anyone, but I was lecture a guy from, I think, Freiberg, giving a lecture about sewage sludge recycling, which is a pretty interesting topic. It doesn't sound interesting, but it is a fairly interesting topic. It's a fairly important topic because there's a lot of phosphorus in there. They're attacking my 4. Oh, they're attacking my 4. They are indeed attacking my 4. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that, and I do not accept that either. So you, sir, bugger off. I'm not sure if those guys have much of a chance. They mostly seem pretty fresh. I would still prefer everybody to attack what's attacking us right now. Maybe have you return to the 4. Yeah, just return. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Now you can actually just keep attacking. Okay, Havara has surrendered to us. That's good news. Could you go quicker, please? That's great. Yeah, this town wasn't going to last very long. They had pretty low... I think they had about 48 resistance, and we have a very good leader here, so... I'm not worried about this town at all. We're gonna send those guys back. Oh, look at that. We actually got defenders. Yeah, this guy is not going to last. Attack this. And while we're at it, oh wow, we're getting company. I think we'll just destroy this thing here, this alchemist tour, and then we'll leg it. Because we do have some troops that are quite severely injured. And they're not recovering as quick as I would like them to. So I think this was a well-placed raid, and we'll just we'll head back. We came, we killed, and we were doing well. So now we have to fortify this place a bit more. And I'm planning like a several stage thing here. First off, get 4 wagons over here to get this town to a decent size. We're going to make more citizens in Aknim. I said we are going to make more citizens. Thank you. I could also click on the sparkly things here and just make more citizens that way. Did my timer just stop? No, it didn't. I thought it was showing 7 minutes for quite a while now, but I might be wrong there. Okay, those wagons are still going. Yeah, they're going where I want them to. Just making sure. Sometimes the pathfinding was a bit bugged. At least it was back in the old days, and I mean the very old days. So, being honest here, it's been a while, but yeah, and this is still one of my favorite games. And I've been actually looking forward to making this Let's Play. I mean, I know some of you have been forward to me making this Let's Play as well. But it's been pretty dear to me. And I've really been looking forward to making it. Also, I just thought of something. Where's that guy who apparently... Ah, no, he only has 20 leadership. I was considering to make him a general and give him like an own squad of chariots here. But no. Okay. By the way, this army has probably... Yeah, they are returning. If an army loses their target, they generally just return. Or if their target is not going to be called. I think they also return if the target moves like far enough away so they see no reason to follow. Like if it takes really long for them to catch up to them, they just stop and then go back. Your troops don't do that automatically though. That's, I believe, something the AI does. And you are the candidate for that. You will become a general. Get your own 4. And that was one reason to actually build this 4. So I could do this. It would already be ready when the general moves in. I find that pretty beneficial. I should probably take my hand off the west keys. It increases this temptation to just use it. Now I kept my hand on the keyboard because mostly because of the space key, which in single player is a very, very important button. I mean, the space key can save your life. Also, this is just having this buffer troop here is something that I actually started when I started playing Seven Kingdoms a bit more seriously. That is still as a child. I never played it professionally, if you want to put it like that. So I never went into online multiplayer or something. At least not as a child. But where was I going with that? Alright, I always had like those troops here, and what I wouldn't do is move them into 4s to be trained further. I just had them in here just to have them ready whenever I wanted to get some shock troops or something. And that was very inefficient. I'm honest about this. And that's very inefficient because the troops will only gain combat skill very, very slow. I mean, it's better than sending a complete rookie in here, and it's better than having to wait for those guys to be educated before they can move into a 4. But it's still not effective. They also lose morale if they don't have a general, and eventually I dropped that practice entirely and continued with what I liked and what I was experienced with, and what you're seeing now. Yeah, I eventually always had a general for every troop. Also, you might be needed up here. That's another benefit of the Egyptians. They are very, very quick. And that's the downside of this guy. He is very, very quick. And now very, very dead. Why he would attack that, I have no idea, to be honest. I have absolutely no idea. Okay, you might want to help out here. What's your problem with that chariot builder? What has he done to you? Except maybe build chariots that are now killing you. Yeah, I can see why you wouldn't want that to happen, but still, it's kind of stupid to hate the chariot builder. Hate the soldiers. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Not this game or my game, but still hate it. You have something to hate, that's not the wagon builder. We lost one here. That sucks. Okay, those guys are still doing fine. Okay. Look at that, he's trying it again. Luckily, he doesn't have a very homogeneous troop combination, and because they have to walk quite a while, you have kind of this chromatography effect, where the fastest units crystallize out and then arrive first, and then you have the slower units, and yeah, single file approaching did not work in our favor here. Get the hell back. Get the hell out there. I would prefer you guys to stay alive. And the king might lose one of his troops here. It might happen. And another. Now we're at 98 people, that's a lot. And so many dependent people. They have a lot of cities here. They don't seem to have any in the lower part of the map here, which is mildly disturbing. Only mildly, though. You killed something. Kill them all. Damn, we lost a chariot here. We lost an entire chariot. You destroyed one of the king's chariots. You too. Die. Fine, surrender then. I don't care. Now, some of you might actually complain about me sending people back whenever one gets killed, but I just like having those full squadrons. Shut up, cell phone. Okay. Here. As I said, it's kind of useless to not have homogeneous armies. So that's why I keep killing all those tritons. I don't think it's worth building them in my own fortress. I could have my own orders and stuff, but it's just pointless. Okay, so next time we'll probably do more attacking with a fresh chariot and a new wounded one. Until then, bye.